Academically, we have a lot of major programs, so there's a wide variety of majors and interests that kids can go into at the University of Nevada. And we've had an awful lot of programs get national recognition, whether it be through education, whether it be through math and science. We've had an awful lot of positives that have come the way for the University of Nevada.
Where is University of Nevada located?
We are located in Reno, which is very close to the border of California. We're closer to Sacramento than we are to Las Vegas, which a lot of folks don't understand. We're on the northern side of Nevada, and in a good little spot here.
Are there any special tourist attractions that draw people to your city?
You know, there's quite a few actually in town in Reno. There's gambling is legal in the state of Nevada. So we have an awful lot of hotel casinos that are here in town. But then probably two of the biggest attractions are, we have Lake Tahoe that is about an hour away from Reno. And we also have the mountains where all sorts of people come to go skiing.
What can you say about the support you receive from the community you coach in?
We're very fortunate that we have terrific fans in Reno and the northern Nevada area. And what's different about us is we don't have an NFL, an NBA, or Major League Baseball team. So the University of Nevada, the Wolfpack, is a lot of folks' favorite team as far as in town. We have a minor league basketball team, we have a minor league baseball team, but an awful lot of people really enjoy following Nevada Wolfpack athletics.
What does an average day look like for one of your players?
For one of our players, well, on a day like today, they'll get up, get some breakfast in them, and then head to class. We actually have a game tonight, so our guys have what we call a shoot around today at 3 o'clock, where we come to the gym, shoot shots, go through what the other team we think they're going to do tonight, and then we actually have a game tonight at 8 o'clock. But a typical day, a lot of our guys have to go to what we call study table. We have an academic center on campus. So they have class, they have practice, and then they have study table to get done during the day.
How does the climate compare to where you were raised in?
I grew up in Lincoln, Nebraska, so it's a little bit different. We go through the 4 seasons here in Reno, but it does not get near as cold here as it does in Nebraska. In the mountains they get a lot of snow, but here in town we don't get quite as much. And then the one thing about Reno that's different than Nebraska is that we don't have any humidity hardly ever in Reno, and back home in Nebraska we get a lot of it.
Do you think the climate affects where students attend college?
You know, for some I do, just because I think some kids want to go somewhere where it's nice and sunny a lot of the time. So I think you're seeing a lot of kids, whether they want to go to school in Southern California, Arizona, Texas, Florida, stuff like that. But when it comes down to it, kids are going to want to go to school where they have their academic interests, if they want to go play a sport, just where they have a good feel for both professors, the school, where they can live, all that good stuff.
What do you guys look at when you are recruiting players to come to Nevada?
We look for kids, number one, that are talented and love to play basketball. But then a close one right after that is we want kids that want to go to school, that know what that have an idea about what they want to be when they grow up. Because we have some guys on our team that are really talented. We have some guys that may play in the NBA. We have some guys that'll make money playing basketball. But they're only going to be able to do that for so long. They have to be able to figure out, what they want to do to earn a living for the rest of their lives.
Do you guys have captains on your team? If so, how are they chosen?
We have captains. They're chosen They're chosen a little bit by the coaches and a little bit by the team as far as, who naturally falls into a leadership position. It's not something we take like our captains are guys that are typically older guys that are mature, that can speak up, and that work hard on a daily basis.
In our project, we have to calculate statuses throughout the entire NCAS tournament. Can you describe how your guys use status on a daily basis?
Statistics.
That's okay. You're good. We use statistics all the time. We're playing New Mexico State tonight, so we look at their game statistics. We try to figure out who are good shooters and who's not, and they put together a statistics sheet on every team as far as how many shots they've taken, how many shots they've missed, what their percentages are. So just like you guys get a test back from your teachers that say, you answered 19 questions right and you missed 5, and they give you a percentage. We do the same thing with the team for our own team and then for the teams we play against.
Social media is becoming a very big thing in today's society. What's your opinion on it? Do you guys allow your players to use it? How closely do you monitor it?
We have players that use both Facebook, Twitter. We have what's called a compliance department, and that is the department within our athletic staff that kind of monitors how the guys are doing from an eligibility standpoint, and they help us keep an eye on how the guys are doing with their Twitter or Facebook accounts and let us know if there's ever any issues.
What advice do you have for us if we are interested in playing a college sport?
If you guys want to play a college sport, I would say number 1, get good grades. Because if, like I said, obviously when we go watch kids play, we're looking for who's talented first. And that's going to stick out more than anything. But one of the very first questions I ask when I call a coach is, how are they as a student? Do they go to class every day? Do they get their homework done? Do they do a good job on tests? Do they enjoy school? So I would say number 1, do a good job at school and work hard at it. But then number 2, it's just like anything else. The more you practice at something, the better you're going to be. And if you want to play basketball, football, if you want to golf, if you want to play tennis, you have to practice it all the time to continue to get better in order to play it. Because not everybody gets to play a college sport. What grade are you guys in right now? You guys are in 6th grade, okay? So there's not as many kids that, make go out for the team. Maybe still playing a league or two where everybody gets to play. Well, as you get older, when you hit high school and then when you hit college, not everybody gets to play. It gets more and more competitive. So if you want to play, you have to work your tail off to get there.
What types of technologies do you use as a basketball program?
Obviously we use our computers all the time. One thing that we do is we have a video editing system that we use. We have laptop computers that we use to break down video of our own team and then more specifically of the teams we play. So if we were to play, we're playing New Mexico State tonight, so we have probably 9 or 10 of their games on video. Then we break it down and we, figure out different plays that they run. We watch different things that individual players do. So that way, in front of our team, for our players, they don't have to watch 10 full games of their team. Instead, we break it down so they only have to watch about 10 to 15 minutes of it. So they understand what they do without having to watch all that tape themselves.
Do you care if we open up for 2 questions before we let you go?
Go right ahead.
All right.
Hi, I'm Haley. And Nick. What made you want to become a coach?
I love basketball, and that was number 1, but this is all I've ever wanted to do. I had an injury and didn't play my entire junior year of high school basketball, So I ended up coaching some little kids. I helped out with the team that I was actually on and loved it.